There's a lot of connectivity issues back there. But if you're wondering, I did get the mineral oil into that little bag, and I got it into the ant traps, and so the bees are safe another day. Seen it before, you know. They both have them hatched, and now they co-parent the two. What's going on? And somebody, I'll say who it was, it's Homer at work. He accused them of being lesbians. They're not lesbians. They got pregnant with a rooster. They're just like wet nurses or Mormon sister wives or something. I don't know. And I'm not a Mormon, you know. I didn't tell them to. They just been, you know. You're on the wrong side of the fence, buddy. There you go. 6, 7, 2, 2. Okay. No. Go get this dude that's over here. Got his own self in a cage. Or I should have got him while he was in here. When I first got here, he was in this cage. He'd been easier to catch. Unfortunately, somehow, every one of them got ice. And I guess they're getting out from. Anyway, I got, and I come out here, and I'm put them back in the pen, and they get out again. And I put them back in the pen. I close the gap. Like I've went over, I screened the top. I've nailed boards in all kind of places. I've tried to close it up, but I guess where I was just at is probably where they got out at. Anyway, though, what's really bad is I had 24 of them, and now I have one. So long as I get him back in the pen, and then I still don't have him because he might still get out. And dang, there's a big old Georgia thumper. Where is it? Where is it? So I'm gonna close up that gap, and maybe that'll be the last gap. I've done lost track of where he's at now. He's in the squash plant. The problem for you is you taste too good and everybody wants to eat you. There is no such thing as freedom for you. If you get out of the pen, a fox will eat you. An owl will eat you. A hawk will eat you. If you wander into town, somebody will eat you. A dog will eat you. A weasel will eat you. Everything wants to eat you. So you gotta, because you're just gonna get ate by the fox. You're gonna get ate by a fox. You're gonna get ate. There are some wolf rats around here that will probably eat you. There are some squirrels around here that will eat you. You know the hawk's going to. You know the owl's going to. You done watched 23 of your friends escape from the pen and get ate by wild animals. And what do you want to do? Do you have a death wish? Are you addicted to the adrenaline? What's your problem, dude? You got a problem. He's got a serious problem. The other chickens don't even bully him. There's food and water in there. I lit them out to roam around and be free. But then I cage them back in because right before the sun comes up and right before the sun goes down, that's mostly when predators try to eat them. So during those times, I keep them pinned up. That's why I keep them pinned up during those times. But during those times, During those times where predators want to eat them, this guy wants to escape. You're here for your own safety. Look, you're here for your own safety. Here, I know you're young. I know it's not really your responsibility. One time, Brittany, the news, they posted some news article on Facebook, and it looked like a certain person was caught on camera engaging in criminal activity. Like them, but that can't be them because they're too smart to do something like that. But it doesn't matter how smart someone is, they're never immune from making dumb decisions. Sometimes people know what they're doing is not smart and they do it anyway. And I know the grass is greener on the other side. I know it's a problem with low impulse control. It's like they'll see some grasshoppers or something on the other side of the fence, and they'll just ignore the fact that the other chickens that got out got ate. They see the feathers, they hear the cries. They're like, well, it's really dangerous to escape the pen at night or in the early morning hours. And if they'll just wait till I get off work, I'll let them out. But the ones that can, they'll get out of the pen. And I've closed every gap at the top, and it's not anything from the wood to the tin. It's the actual tin up there is bent, and there's a little gap there. And I guess the littlest birds are able to fly up and squeeze themselves out of that crack. And I guess that's how they've gotten out. And that's how they become fox, owl, hawk, weasel, rat, snake food, and more animals. There's more animals out here that eat them than there are of them in the pen. You would think that they would just, stay in a safe place. It's like playing Minecraft when the zombies come out at night. You think they would just stay in there till all the trouble passes. But it's like right before the sun's about to go down. They're like, let's get out of the pen right before nightfall. Let's get out of the pen right before the sun comes up. I definitely got to make a better door, because that door is wobbly. It's old, it's been used a long time, and before long it'll be fell apart. I don't know what I'm going to close that gap with. Them eggs that I don't know if they're old or gone bad or anything like that, that was from the pile that they were setting on. I'm not even taking them home because they might be rotten and give me food poisoning or some shit like that. I'm going to leave them out for the fox to eat, because maybe he'll get full and he'll just leave them alone for another night or something. Or maybe he'll feed his babies and there'll be 12 more foxes up here trying to eat my chickens. I don't want to wedge a brick up there. It might bend the tin worse. I'd spray foam it if I had it. Maybe that'll work. Maybe I can just line it up with that gap and drive a nail into the other board. See now, gap. See, is that how they're getting out? And then there's a thin bit of a gap. Snails and slugs and stuff. I do need to go to the grocery store and get some things, so I'm going to go back in the pen before I leave. Go get, go. I need to come out here one night. When I get in this chicken pen, I might lose signal for a second. I need to come out here one night and just watch and figure out how the heck they're getting out. It looks like there's a gap there, but there's not. There's wire nailed to that whole back side. So you see a light gap, and it looks like there's a gap, but there's wire over that. Here, there's a little space in the tin. You get in there too. No, that's the wrong way. That's the wrong way, going that way. All right, let's see. Oh, sisters. I probably spent at least $220 on 24 yellow buff chickens. For them to escape, get ate by wild animals, all down to just one. It's really, it's you know, and let's say I recover my losses. Like, it's a hen, she hatches out eggs, she raises babies. I make $200 off of her. That would still be like a really inbred flock, you know. Like, originally there was going to be 12. There was like 20 something hens, you know. And now I don't know if it's a hen or a rooster, and every last one of them is dead, and I'm down $200. So that sucks. But, and this is what I'm gonna do, right? I'm gonna buy them again. I'm gonna close the gaps in the pen, build another pen, and I'm gonna spend $200 more and do it again. Even when I make a mistake, you just gotta learn from it. And just give up. And lose $200 for chickens that day. Well, it's really more. They were in the other pen, and I was having losses here or there. And I move them in the pen that nothing ever gets in, and they get out of it. I guess up at the top where that 10 gap was. And then they can't get back in. They can get out, but they can't get back in, and then they get ate by wild animals, and I'm down $200. And it's not like I have, you know, $200 here and there. I have to kind of plan for spending $200. I have to kind of save up a little while. So it's a setback. Still have eggs I can eat. Still have chickens. Right now at the house, chickens are hatching out the incubator, you know. They're not yellow buff Orpington chickens though. So I bought 12 of them that were all female. Then I bought 12 of them that 4 of them were male and the rest were female. And now I'm down to 1. But the plan is still to have a flock of yellow buff Orpington chickens. And so I'm just going to probably have to spend $400 to get there. I don't know. It might need to wait till next year because I might need to just buy insulation and stuff. What are they doing? They got something going on at City Hall. I ain't going because, you know, they didn't invite me. There's probably something on Facebook about it. Well, they got ice. Oh, I almost want to change my mind. They got ice scattered all out. They got ice on concrete for kids playing. That's a recipe for disaster, but that also sounds like a really nice place to be right now. It also sounds like something they should have done before the rains come, when it was like 100 and something in heat index, 115, 112 in it. It would be 94 degrees, and they'd say there's an index of 110, and we get in the work truck, and the work truck would say it's 115 degrees. And as we drove away from the job site, it'd drop a degree every, like, it dropped to 110 by the time we were out of the driveway. That's why. When I'm like, I know it is really nice because, like, Friday when I got off of work, my ankles hurt from being on the lat. Really, from the whole week leading up to Friday. It's not really, Friday wasn't like a hard day. It was just anything on top of what I'd already done the week leading up to it. So my ankles hurt just from being on the floor. And I don't have to. Like, she'll bring me tea. She'll bring me something to eat. So, so if my complaint is she offers me food when I'm already full, it's not really that bad, you know. She could be like one of them women that are like, make your own sandwich. But then I wouldn't be with her. I just be like, well. Y'all seen that episode of Tim, the Toolman Taylor I'm talking about, where he's jealous because his son got his woman's making him a sandwich. So he talks his son into some feminist propaganda bullshit. He's somehow doing his girlfriend wrong by letting her make a sandwich for him. So then by the end of the episode, he's telling his girlfriend that he don't want her making sandwiches, and she's like, "But I like to do it for you." All right, bye everyone. And then she wanted to do it. She liked doing it. You know how like people like being helpful and useful? It's like children, they automatically want to help you do something when they'll make a mess and don't know what they're doing. And I think it's worth it to teach them to be helpful, or they're just going to be a messy mess maker later. But it takes some time and patience to teach them. But children, they automatically want to help. Like you got to fight to get them to do their chores when they're a teenager, but when they were when they were children and they wanted to do the chores, and they wanted how to learn how to do it and help, you're like, "No, I'll just do it. It's easier for me to do it myself. Get out of the way." So it's not like one-sided. It's not like I'm a lazy bum sitting here eating like Jabba the Hutt or something, and her bringing me sandwiches. I would protect her with my life. And that's not just me saying that either. When that hurricane happened, and it sounded like the whole house might cave in, I got up on her, like I got over to shield her with my body, so if the roof fell in or something fell down, I was shielding her with my body because I would protect her with my life. I love her. So it's like really crazy. Like when two people love each other, it's natural for them to do things to help each other out. And like if I'm closer to the refrigerator than she is, it doesn't make sense for her to walk over in there. She'd ask me, "Hey, will you have me like tea or something?" I will. But there's some people that be like, "Get it yourself." Like, for real, it's been tested. It's not just something I'm saying. When the hurricane happened, I thought maybe it sounded like the roof would fall in. I was imagining nails and boards and all kind of stuff falling. So I got on top of Brittany to protect her, and she thought that I thought we were about to die, and I was, I'm gonna tell it, I guess, but she thought that she got disappointed because she thought that we were about to die, and I was trying to have sex before we died, but I thought that she might die from the roof caving in, and I got on top of her to protect her from the roof caving in. So, you know, like if there's a noise or something, or I'm going to investigate and make sure she's safe. And I didn't have to think about it. I loved her. It was instinct. It was immediately. It's like, she could be in danger, I'm going to protect her. Now, I didn't have nobody watching, so I'm going to tell the story twice. And then for the people that are watching the replay, then they got to hear it twice. You see why I did it, right? So when the hurricane happened, now the audience is gone. So I'm not going to tell it twice because they didn't stay to listen to it anyway. And so there's no need to repeat it. Because when you watch it, when I repost it, you'll have heard the story. Yeah. I forgot to go to the grocery store. I'm almost home, y'all. I don't know if y'all was watching. I don't know if I was on live when it was happening, but when I left, I asked Brittany, I said, "What do I need to get before I come home? A 2-liter Gusher candy and tea bags, and I'm out of coffee, right?" See, I drove past the Dollar General to get home. And now I'm all the way home. And I forgot. So maybe, I don't know if Brittany will be in the mood to ride with me to the store or not, but I gotta go back to the store because I forgot. And I asked her, I was like, right before I left. Because I knew when I was leaving, I knew the 3 things I was supposed to get, but I was going to make sure I didn't forget. So I asked her tells me the same things I thought I was supposed to get. Then I get on live streaming. I'm blaming myself. Not the live stream, but like, I wouldn't have got on live stream, I would have probably noticed the dollar store, because I think when I'm getting on live stream, it puts me in a different mindset. And then I'm distracted. But she might have wanted to go to town anyway. So me forgetting to stop by town, that might just be she happy about being able to get out the house. It would have been convenient if I'd have remembered and stopped on my way. I'm going to tell the story again because I got somebody watching again. But when the hurricane happened, I thought the roof was going to fall down. It sounded like, maybe boards with nails and tin and all that fall down and kill Brittany. So I got on top of her to shield her with my body, so maybe it would cushion the collapse of the roof and she'd be all right. So it proves that I love her more. She loves me, and I'd give my life to protect her and everything. But she thought that we were about to die, and I was trying to have sex right before we died. And then, look at that cardinal. Oh, he flew away. Anyway, he's on the limb right there, ain't he? He's behind. You can't really see him because there's a cluster of leaves. I'm leaning against these ants. I got ants all over my shoulder and my shirt and climbing up me and everything. Well, there was a red cardinal that was especially bright and red, a male cardinal. Landed on the limb, and I tried to catch him on camera. And then he flew off camera. Hey, little bit. And he is little. He really is little. You see that tile is a square foot. Little bitty. Little me dog. Nice right, y'all. Every time Duke's been around him, Duke don't try to hurt him. He's terrified though. He'll go about halfway to Duke, then he'll run off because he's afraid that Duke's gonna. He's just afraid of Duke because Duke's so much bigger than him, and Duke tries to play with that dog. Hey, baby. I'm back. Guess what?